A new Missouri law was supposed to reveal new information about adoptions that took place decades and decades ago.
Adoptees can now file a request for their original birth certificate, meaning they can find out who their biological parents are. Our investigative reporter Angie Racono takes a look at how that new process is working.
A Greenwood, Missouri man questions what's going on. He applied for his birth certificate in January, and then 9 months rolled by and he didn't have it, so he contacted us. It's now obvious the state is woefully unprepared for the number of people searching for answers.
Look at all this stuff.
This is Danny Munchmore, and the day he came home to live with his adoptive parents. His baby book tells his story of all those great first moments, like first foods and haircuts. The stuff you hope to share on TV someday, like naked baby photos.
These are so cute.
Danny is searching for deeper answers about who he is. He knows he was born at Harrisonville Hospital to a birth mother who couldn't keep him, and the parents who raised him had fertility issues.
The doctor put the two of them together.
There's not much of a paper trail. There are some old records and a few clues.
I see in some of this that I was referenced as Baby Stone.
Danny thought he'd get some firm answers when Missouri lawmakers passed the Adoptee Rights Act, meaning people like Danny could get their original birth certificate.
All the old records.
Back then, people who were adopted actually had two. There is the public birth certificate, which has accurate legal information that lists the adoptive parents. But there is also a birth certificate that lists your birth parents. But for years, that was sealed.
It was like, trying to get into Fort Knox to get any information. So when this law came out and became available, it was a beacon.
Danny was thrilled. He applied back in January when the law went into effect.
It was wake up for work, hit the mailbox, wake up for work, hit the mailbox, every day.
9 months have rolled by and he still has no answers.
It is frustrating. Imagine if we were trying to license a car.
Here's the problem. There's a huge backlog. The state of Missouri has had more than 4,000 requests. Workers have to dig through old records and request documents that may be stored somewhere else.
There is nothing going on.
Danny is like a lot of people who now question how that new law really works.
It seems like it's just this close. I just need this much more.
What will you do when you get the information? Have you thought about that?
Sit down and take a deep breath.
That's a tough one, yeah.
Yeah, sit down and take a deep breath.
Guess what? This afternoon, Danny got his birth certificate in the mail and he was stunned. It took more than 9 months. He asked us to please run this report because there are so many people still stuck waiting and wondering. A spokesperson for the state tells us they'd like to hire 5 more people to help out with the backlog, but they need to get funding approved to do that, and that could take a year to be approved. Angie Racono, KCTV5 News.